Hello everybody, my name is TheJamesRolls and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64. In the previous video, we conquered the 100 coins of every world on the second floor, and today we're going to be going inside Tock Clock. It must be Kessa's favorite level. Okie dokie then, this level, just like Retro World and Tiny Huge Island, depending on how you enter it, the level will be different. Like on Retro World, depending on how high you got into the painting, the water level will change, or in Tiny Huge Island, whichever version of the level you're going into depends on which painting you're into. For Tock Clock, the number that the hand is pointing at, the big hand, the number that's pointing at will determine how fast of the obstacles it's supposed to be going. If it's pointing at 3, everything would move slower. If it's pointing at the 6, everything will move all crazy like it's malfunctioning. If it's pointing at the 9, everything will be moving faster. This is great for challenges, for people who want a real challenge. And if it's pointing at 12, then everything is going to stop. This might seem like a good strategy to go into if you're a beginner, and you want an easy way to beat this level, but some levels will actually be impossible to complete because of this. This level, this power star right here, in the DS version of this game, there was no opening for that. You had to look for a power flower somewhere in the level to turn invisible. I think only Luigi could beat it, but in the DS version, you had to become invisible to go into the cage. There are a couple minor changes like that, which I'll be demonstrating throughout well, not demonstrating, but talking about as we go through this level. Just like I said in the previous video, we'll be taking care of the entirety of Tock Clock in this video. It's gonna be awesome! So, one more thing I want to talk about in terms of getting into this level. Well, first of all, one of those changes we're going to be going into that actually involves this place. This next power star was actually a switch star in the DS version. You'd activate a switch back there on that balcony, which would activate the star over here inside of a crystal. But in this version, it's just a boring old regular star. The changes aren't really all that, and I just fell. Something that I'm just going to be talking about right now is that, I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked from what I'm talking about. If you fall down on this place, then you are going to instantly regret it, because it takes a little while to get back to where you were, especially if you fell off the top floor and you fell to the bottom. That is depressing. Okay, back to what I was saying. I consider this version of the star, the N64 version, to be a little bit difficult, to be more difficult than the DS version, especially if you're trying to get the blue coins, because as I said throughout the game, the camera in this game is not that great, so if you're trying to get the blue coins, then that is going to be a pain in the butt, which is why I'm not looking forward to record the 100 coins in this place. So what I was saying a moment ago about the hands of the clock, one thing I want to talk about right now is that when I first started playing through this game, when I learned that the position of the hands for the face of the clock would change the level, I thought that meant that the smaller hand, where the smaller hand was located, would change the level. That is not the case. It's the large hand. The large hand is the one that changes the level. The small hand does nothing. I think. I might have to double check that after recording this. If I'm wrong, I'll put a caption on screen right now. But if memory serves correctly, the small hand does absolutely nothing in terms of how fast everything is going. I did not know this for a long time. Longer than I care to admit. But honestly, when I first started playing this game, when the big hand was going around, like in circles, I still thought that it was the small hand that had changed. So I would wait for like a couple seconds longer than I really needed to. I would wait for the small hand to finally come around to the number I wanted. So imagine if I wanted it to land on 3, for example. I'd wait for a moment for the small hand to go on 3. So I'd go in right when it activates. And if you know how clock works, that means that the big hand would have been on the 12. So that means, thinking that everything was slower, everything actually just stopped. So yeah. I did not know there was actually the larger hand that changed how fast everything moved for a long time. It wasn't until I started playing the DS version, like 2 years after I started playing the N64 version, that I actually realized that it was the other way around, that it was the larger hand that changed it, and there was a smaller hand, and the smaller hand did nothing. So yeah, that was today's edition of Lady Gear to You is a Moron. Alright, something else I said in the previous video was that, I was going to talk about a story, with some new amiibos I got, so I'm going to be doing that today. My most recent amiibos, I got the 8-bit Classic Mario, the 30th anniversary one. I got the Inkling Boy, I got Mabel from Animal Crossing, and I got a Toad amiibo. These were actually won these from a giveaway. I talked about this briefly in the 100 subscriber special, because another Let's Player, TheJamesRolls, was doing Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and he was doing a giveaway to, well, give away a Toad amiibo. The thing is, I never win giveaways. I never win giveaways when I try entering them, so I don't really enter them going to a giveaway all that often. But I went to the giveaway thinking it would be just fun. I'm probably not gonna win anyway, but I might as well try just for the fun of it. The thing is, with this mindset, I actually went and bought a Toad amiibo. Because I thought I wasn't gonna win, but I got an email like the day after I got the Toad amiibo saying that I won. So, yeah, that was pretty fun. It took a little while for it to get here. I'm not quite sure what was going on right there, but like a few months after I got that first email, TheJamesRolls wrote me an email offering like an additional amiibo for like. He offered an additional amiibo for like the delay for the Toad, so I gave him like a list of ones I don't have because I have a lot of amiibos, so I gave him a little list, and actually he sent me 4 amiibos. So huge shout out to the TheJamesRolls for the amiibos. Like I said in the previous video, I love collecting amiibos, even if they don't have if the integration for the amiibos isn't the best in the world for some games, like how in Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival you have to tap the amiibo onto the gamepad to roll the dice. That is actually kind of dumb. Yeah, I did like pass the gamepad around to tap the different amiibos onto it. I don't really like doing that. I don't have the game, but I can't imagine how repetitive that can get. But for other things, like in Super Smash Bros., how you tap the amiibo to start training them, to make them tougher, so you can take them over to a friend's house, or in Hyrule Warriors, you get additional weapons for your characters. That is awesome. I like it when they do that. So yeah, now we'll be talking about the game again, because this level right here, ignoring voice cracks, this level right here, this one is a pain. That level right there is a huge pain. It was a lot easier in the DS version, but if you're playing the N64 version like I am, you're going to have a hard time getting on top of there, because you have to jump on top of the Thwomp, so you can get to the Power Star, but it was a lot easier in the DS version. Alrighty then, back to the game. This next level can be a little bit difficult. Tock Clock in general, even though I'm just gonna say this right now, this is my absolute favorite level in the game. The reason I'll talk about it a little bit later, but I love this level. The levels in this world, it can be a little difficult. This is one of those things where it's either super easy or it's really difficult. But as I was saying a second ago, you're probably going to be seeing like a bunch of random jump cuts as I edit out my failures, because this recording session has been going on for a little while. But one thing I want to talk about right now is I have a little bit of nostalgia for this place. Not because I played Mario 64 like when I was a really little kid. I was actually like 12 years old when I started playing this game. But I have nostalgia for this level anyway, and the reason for that is because at my grandparents' house, they have a grandfather's clock, and even though it got a little bit irritating listening to it, all hours of the day and night, when I'd go over there to spend the night when I was a little kid. The thing is, I have a little bit of nostalgia for that grandfather clock because that the tune of it is like forever burned into my brain. And with that, we're gonna end this video off here. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video of Super Mario 64. And until next time, gear to you. Oh yeah.